Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Steam Prison. And we were just getting into Inez's perspective. We just had our little run-in with Fitzgerald, who did murder our parents. I called it, but I didn't exactly call that he was going to be, you know, as evil as he is. I side-eyed it. Because I knew the game was gonna like throw me for. I'm like, it's probably gonna throw me a loop, but like I don't know, like it could go either way. But one of my theories was that he killed our parents because his dad told him to. You know what I mean? But I wasn't really necessarily sure about his level of evil. He pretty fucking like cold-hearted bastard. So yeah, wow. I mean, I knew his father had something to do with it. Like, don't get me wrong. Warner Evans has been, like, a douche since we first met him in El Creed's route, okay? But yeah, they did that well. Applause for that, because you were like, I had some suspicions. But I will say that you were like, but I mean, I was definitely facing more in the... He's probably just an innocent bystander. Like, maybe he doesn't really know what his dad did. But I was still a little suspicious. Little. Still had my eye on him. But it was like, you... so close to bamboozling me 100%, you motherfucker. You had me bamboozled for a while up till the end there, and I was like, maybe you're evil. I don't know. Especially the willingness to... like, believe in us, and Inez is like, and you're like, see, he finds us suspicious, so, I don't know. Anyway, so, we found out all that. Yune chased him off. Go, Yune. And now we are here. Ooh, God, sorry. I was trying to get dust off my mouse. I didn't mean to click. But now we were with Inez, who was supposed to go meet a friend, but Yune basically was like, you should, like, go run after him, because, like, do you think that they're not chasing him down too? So we go come and save his ass. Woo! Girl power. Anyway. And this is odd. I was supposed to meet him here. I'd already waited for half an hour. Nobody else had arrived. And that means nobody. There's absolutely nobody. It was early in the morning, but the sun had risen. Anyone should have passed by. This place may be a little out of the way, but this is just too quiet. Am I in the wrong place? No. I sensed someone behind me and turned around, hand on the grip of my sword. Oh no. No! You were so nice to us! Didn't I say this when we first played the common route? We were like, Sir Cordova, and he seems so nice. I'm like, oh God, if he backstabs us, if he's the one that killed our parents, I'm gonna be devastated. Don't be evil! Don't be evil! He seems so nice! Oh, game! This would be the thing that I didn't see coming, because you kind of forgot about him. I literally forgot until he showed up, and I was like, oh, he was the guy that was really nice to us in the common route that we forgot existed, but I did say it. I did say it when we started this game. I was like, if he backstabs us, I guess I was sort of anticipating because they give you this nice, jolly character. And you're like, you're so nice. You killed my parents, didn't you? I mean, he didn't. So, okay, right. But now that he's showing up here, I'm worried that he's involved with the Evanses and he's bad. And that's just, Sir Cordova, I was really hoping you were going to be better than this. Like, just never show up again and we would have forgotten you existed. But now I remember that you exist, and I remember the pain I felt thinking you were going to betray me, and now look what you're doing. Oh! Anyway. I don't remember the voice we gave him, but... Oh, sorry if I startled you. Sir Cordova. You should see your face, Hein. I'm sorry I cut our conversation off yesterday. I hope you're not going to backstab me. I hope not. I don't mind. You've always been a busy man, Sir Cordova. I have. You seem to have changed, though. Your face looks sharper than it used to, and your face is rounder. Perhaps. I couldn't say. He looks like such a jolly, wonderful, happy man. He's like the big bear. You just want to hug him and don't be mean. Don't be bad. Don't do it to us. Anyway. That's how it is, isn't it? We have to look into a mirror to check. And even then we can never be sure. He seems so jolly. There's such a light in his eyes. I'm glad you're back, Hein. We were all disappointed to lose a man as stalwart as yourself. This feels like it's going so well and I'm just scared. You honor me. I look forward to serving under you again. I bowed to Sir Cordova before I continued. Well then, we spoke yesterday already. What kind of leads do you have? Oh, well, it looks like he stirred up a dispute with some citizens at night and was killed as a result. Sir Cordova, with all due respect, but that information was already given to me 4 years ago. I don't believe it. He was investigating something at the time and was absolutely not involved in any salacious disputes. So you say, but it's the truth. Are you just naive or are you covering up? I'm so scared right now. Like, I can't handle any more deception. Look at his angry face. I looked away and I came back to the... Oh no. It has to be the truth. For harmony. Hein, police officers are tools. Tools? Yes, tools of the government. Of the instruments of power. We're tiny gears in the mechanism of society. Sure, we talk about justice, about doing what's right for the citizens, but if we want to feed our families, we have to win the patronage of the politicians who wield all the power. This hurts. I knew this was coming when we met him, though. I knew it. I was like, don't do it to me, game. But I knew deep down they were going to make him evil because he looks so jolly and nice. And you're like, you're so sweet. He's going to hug you and you're going to ruin my life later on, aren't you? Yeah. All right. Well, he never understood that. He started digging up things that shouldn't have been touched. And all the things he dug up dragged him over the cliff to his death. What a fool he was. Don't tell me that you... No, I didn't kill him. We all did. If we had sent one of us to kill him, the guilt would have crushed that man, and it would have made that man's position unsafe. So we killed him together and destroyed the evidence. That's the answer you seek, Hein. You lowlife. You used to treat me well when I served. I respected you. I could feel my pulse thundering. Hey, I just want to stop for a second. Just pause. And let's just point out, okay, this asshole and the other cops kill people, okay? Alright, and he is getting mad. The Hounds are psychopaths that kill people, okay? Alright, so like right now, Hounds kill people, cops in the Heights kill people. Alright, so they're on even playing field, alright? We're even right there. But at least Sashin didn't pretend to be nice. He was like, I'm a douchebag and I'm gonna kill some people. Go fuck yourselves if you don't like it. And then kill some people. And this guy's like, ha ha ha, we're all nice. We do this to protect the Heights. I mean, for fuck's sake, Sashin's better than this dude. That's all I'm saying, okay? Like, fight me. Because Sashin never once pretended he was doing it because he was noble and he's like, nah, fuck that shit. This is my law, bitch. I'm the law. I'ma kill motherfuckers. See, Elcree was the same way. I'm the law, and I'll chop off his fucking fingers if I need to. And you're like, you're really gonna... No, I just want him to think I am so that he pays his fucking debt. Like, hello, psychological warfare. Elcree was nice, though. He just played a hard ass to make people afraid. Because he knew, you gotta be afraid of me, otherwise you're never gonna pay your bills back. But, like, I'm just a squishy, lovable eccentric, right? Sasha was just an evil hard ass. But they were not. They were straight up honest about who they were. These motherfuckers are like, no, we're like nice people and we uphold. Oh, but he was digging and he found corruption and stab him. I mean, holy fucking shit. That moment when you realize Sashin is a better person than all the cops in the Heights. Because at least he doesn't pretend. He's like, fuck you, you looked at me wrong, kill him. Well, you knew if you looked at Sasha wrong, he was gonna kill you. Why'd you look at him wrong? Like, you know? You knew! And this, you're like, oh, Sir Cordova, so I think that he's gambling, and that's illegal, and then you're dead. You think you can trust someone, and you can't. You knew you couldn't trust Sasha. I'm just saying. Just saying. That moment. This is that moment when you realize, like, Sasha really was not that bad. He was also hot. And we also know he was a good person at one point. So I kind of want to... Just saying. Anyway. I could feel my pulse thundering. I must kill him. Nothing else will serve now. Cordova, brace yourself. I thought being vice commander for a time cooled your temper, but apparently not. Everyone, come here. What? I told you. We killed him together. We don't stand alone. Officers don't stand alone. We serve together. The people... No, we serve power. We're no different from the Hounds. We're simply faithful dogs as well. But again, the Hounds are honest about who they serve and why and what they're doing. They're not shady motherfuckers pretending like, we're serving the people of the Heights. They're like, no, we do what Sasha tells us. Straight up. You just here for us to kick around. Like, we wanted to welcome you into our ranks, but it doesn't look like that'll be possible. It's very sad. Now then, it's time. Kill Enos Heinrichheim! His name is so funny. No! It's me. What? Oh, please! I cut my hair short. It should have been way boy shorter. This is not. But see what I'm saying? Like I said it earlier, like they make the women kind of masculine. Like, there is nothing. I mean, I think it's maybe she's got some eyelashes going on here. But it's not like, oh, she's got these big lips or anything. You just kind of cover up her eyes and the shape of her face, everything. If you just swapped out her eyes for one of the dude's eyes, so instead of being gigantic, they're just smaller, and like gave her like Inez's haircut, you'd be like, oh, it's a dude. You know what I mean? They made the faces very gender kind of neutral. They're all made the same. It's not like the guys are made this way and they're pretty, and then the girl is like these like giant duck lips and like crazy eyelashes and like super girly. Like they're all just, and I don't know if I've really noticed that in other games where like the faces are 100% like, here's my stock face shape and I just made the eyes bigger and gave her long hair and now she's a girl. And like, that's basically, you know what I mean? Like there's slight differences. Like, which is why you could believe that they chopped her hair and people think she's a boy. It's like, because everybody's face is the same. Like, did you inbreed a lot? Everybody looks the same. But seriously, that hair, though, it should have been shorter. Like, it should have been shorter to give her more like the boy haircut. Because this is almost probably too long for a guy. Even in this time period, none of our guys have had like super long shoulder length hair like this, you know? So it's not believable that they think I was a boy. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, kind of believable, but not exactly. So anyway, Spacey. Sir Inez, your sword! Right. Now we flip back to me so I can make choices. How beautiful! Us standing together. See what I'm saying, though? Like, I mean, his eyes are smaller, but like, and we might have a cuter nose, but there's something very, and it's probably the way the lips are drawn. Like, we don't have like big, full lip. We don't have like a drawn top lip. We're not, and maybe because she's not wearing makeup, but like, you could theoretically, if her hair was shorter and her eyes a little bit smaller, or even then, she's still like, it's just a more neutrally kind of face, which I kind of like because, like, she's not like, especially for her character, like, oh, I'm overtly feminine with gigantic boobs the size of my head and these giant duck lips and like 8-foot-long lashes, and then I'm supposed to be a cop. I mean, I guess you could be, but those boobs would get in the fucking way. Let's be real, right? And then like, oh, people are gonna believe I'm a boy. Bull fucking shit! Ain't no one believing you're a boy. the way they've kind of drawn her character is more like, she's like, I was a tomboy all my life. Yeah, I can kind of believe it. Doesn't mean she's not beautiful. It's just, you know, like she didn't grow up, like they kind of drew her in the way where she could put her in a dress and she'd probably look beautiful, put her in pants and like chop her hair off and she could pass for a, you know what I mean? Like, I like the androgyny that they kind of gave her. I don't know why, I just feel like it's different. Maybe it's not in other games, but it just feels like it is in this. I don't know. Maybe because she's so tough that I notice it, and everybody else is usually kind of like a fainting daffodil. But anyway. There are about 10 officers. No, 10 enemies. We could fucking do 10? Bitch, we got this. This might be difficult alone, but together we can survive. Let me have your back is the right answer. Yeah, I've been looking at this for a while. Fight as you like. I'll have your back. Roger. Let's go, Spacey. He glanced at me, then darted away. And this is what will bond our love. He looked at me like a large wolf, sowing fear along the lines of our enemies. Huh? Ah! His blows were hard and swift, striking down our foes. One by one, they fell before him. Sir Inez is an incredible sword fighter. We're gonna, like, parachute off the edge. I mean, that was the last one. Only Sir Cordova remains. Only you. I take it from this situation that you're involved in the matter Sir Inez is investigating. I respected your kind command. I'm disappointed that I wasn't able to see the evil in you. I know, but I kind of did. I expected it. I didn't want it to happen, but I sort of expected it deep down inside. And then when he just showed up, I was like, oh, damn. Evil? I did no evil. All I did was for peace and harmony in the city. Look at you. But you stop making that happy face because it's going to make me feel bad killing you. But like, the world isn't as simple, pure, and beautiful as you think. The pursuit of something always means losing something else. Even if that means lives are lost? He's like, you just killed 9 people. And you're like, well, yeah, but they were asshole. Okay, I see what you're saying. You killed an innocent man for the sake of protecting a fucking politician, who is probably Warner Evans, by the way, but... Yes, even then, if sacrificing a few saves the lives of many, isn't that a worthy trade? I mean... kind of depends on what situation you're making that argument, but that's that train, like, the train is barreling down, and you have... on the tracks, and you can switch it, but, you know, you've got the T-intersect with the... you know, the split of the train, right? It's not going to keep going straight. It's going to go right or left. It's only got 2 tracks to go, and one's got 5 people it's going to kill, one's 1. Who do you kill? You're like, well, I'm going to run over, like... well, you want to be like, I wouldn't do anything, but you have to. You have no choice. Well, the lesser of 2 evils is kill 1 person versus 5, right? Injure 1 person versus the lives of 5 people. But then it's like, well, what if that 1 person was a doctor and those 5 people are criminals? But what if you don't know that? But like, and then you get into those situations like, what if it's 1 old person and 5 children, or 1 child and 5 old people? And then you're like, you know what I mean? Like, there's all those scenarios where you're like, what do you do? If it's a simple event, 1 versus 5, that's 1 versus 5. Nobody wants to like sacrifice any person. And then you know there's going to be, well, what if you were that 1 person? Well, I mean, that would suck for me. But you'd kind of have to understand 1 person versus 5. It sucks and nobody wants to be put in that situation. So, I mean, you can kind of understand what he's saying, but at the same time, you're like, I don't think the situation you're talking about is we killed that 1 guy because he was investigating Warner Evans, who was a shady, corrupt politician, and we're trying to protect people here from shady, corrupt politician. No! You expose him as being the shady, corrupt politician, and you send his ass to the depths. You are trying to use this argument of 1 for many to protect a rich douchebag. This is not like, you know what I mean? This is not the place for this argument, basically. Like, I get what you're saying, and I can feel you there. But the whole reason you killed this guy is because he was going to bring to light a shady, corrupt person. That shady, corrupt person should pay for their crimes. What are they doing? Like, Because I'm sure what they were doing isn't noble and, well, I did some bad things for the better. Like, I embezzled money or I, illegal stock trading so that I could make money and feed the poor people. And then, I mean, you weren't doing anything noble and wonderful under the table. You know what I mean? You didn't do something shady in order to benefit people, except for yourself. So, this argument doesn't hold water here. Like, yeah, sure, you're making it great, but not in this situation. You're full of shit. Hein, if your partner had disturbed the ranks of the aristocracy, it would have changed our society. I mean, yeah, but if public order had deteriorated, crime would have risen. Really? I'm just wondering why anyone commits crime here when they know you're going to get booted to the depths and everybody makes the depths sound horrible. But, again, is it because you live in a society where you think the politicians are so sweet and wonderful that if you found out one of them was corrupt, you'd be like, anarchy in the streets? I don't think that's how it works. You seriously underestimate people. Like, I kind of feel like, wait, what? I mean, it would literally probably cause some kind of a hysteria. Not like, but like, what? Wait, what? Like, people would literally probably lose their minds because they wouldn't know how to handle it. But, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, but we found it and we got rid of him because that's not what we want. Like, he's a bad info. Oh, now we're gonna and get new people and woo, it'll be great. And you know what I mean? Like, covering it up doesn't help anyone. Okay, whatever. Everything in the Heights is fucked up, okay? We know how I think about this goddamn weird-ass fucking cult. This place is fucking weird. Seriously, I'm not opposed to Vice just fucking knocking the thing over, except for all the people in the depths he's gonna kill by doing that. But this tower needs to be knocked over, okay? This place is crazy. These motherfuckers are just... And we're better off not here. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Suppressing crime is our job. And don't you understand that after you've killed so many yourself, Hound? Suppressing crime is our... Yeah, but you're covering up crimes for rich people and sending poor people who commit crimes to the... Just like to point that out. Okay, there you go. That's right there. Hello. Well... Ow! Spacey, I only kicked him in the stomach. I was like, please tell me that was us who, like, punched him. Okay, we kicked him. Great. His brain isn't made like ours. Talking to him will be to no avail. Talking to him will be to no avail. Better. I'm not sure. At least not about myself. He's not wrong. I also told myself that something had to be done, was necessary, and participated in vile acts. I can't deny that. Yeah, but you knew... But you weren't... Well, I mean... Okay, I can kind of see the parallels. You were protecting. You were doing it because Sashin told you. Protecting yourself. And yeah, but the difference is you understand. Yeah, what I did was kind of fucked up, though. And Cordova was like, no, everything we did was perfect. You understand that what you did was fucked up, and you have a guilt about it. First step into making yourself better is all I'm saying. He may have been involved in my partner's death, but I have no right to judge him. Well, I fucking do. Sir Inez, you can't change what's in the past. You can't bring back the dead. But you can still salvage your partner's memory. I wonder. You can. You can reveal the truth and see the criminals punished. Oh my god, and then can we go back to the depths and get to beat the fuck out of the Evanses all the time? Oh, let's pull a Sashin on them! We get down there and we get a little bloodthirsty, and Inez is like, you need to rein it in. No! I fucking kick their asses! This is where Sashin comes in handy! He's like, Sashin's dead. I know, but goddammit, I wish you were alive right now. Woo! Turn Finn loose on him. He's crazy. That's what your partner would have wanted, and what he died for. Yes, I think so too. I won't excuse my sins during my time with the Hounds, but I'd like to believe what you say. I wanted to handle all of this alone, but I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. I know you would end up dead. See? Thank you for helping me. And thank you for trusting me, Spacey. We tied up Sir Cordova and the remaining police officers, hid them, and went back to the temple. Hid them! We'll tell you where they are once we get out of here. Just as we were about to enter the building, a group of police officers came rushing towards us. There she is! Spacey to Stella! I went into a defensive posture as they surrounded us. You are under arrest for intruding here from the depths. Where the fuck is Yune now? Arrest me? Arrest? Besides, I have proof now that I'm innocent. Don't let go of hope. There's nowhere I can hide in the height. There's nowhere I can go in the heights. Even if I manage to hide for a time, they're going to arrest me sooner or later. Very well. Lead the way. Spacey, don't give up. You're so close to your goal. I won't. Hey, Con, we're partners, so if I get arrested and sent back to the depths, you get to come back with me. Aren't you happy? He's like, wait. Wouldn't you rather be down there than here? This place is fucked. I mean, sure, there's sun and all, but, like, this place is fucked. I want you to keep going, too. I managed to find out the truth about my partner's death because of you. And if I'm going to walk my road with someone in the future, I'd like it to be you. Sir Inez. Please, don't give up hope, Spacey to Stella. I won't. I was expecting this to some degree, but I hate to go quietly and be arrested. I hate to go quietly. I certainly hadn't wanted Sir Inez to witness me being led away. I was put in a cell. A few days went by. The room was small and time passed slowly. A lot of commotion and disturbance occurred outside the prison, however. Lord Fitzgerald killed my father and my mother. And it's funny because Yune hears this, but he's like, I'm gonna give you time to go collect your fucking shit. Why would Yune let him walk out? I'd be like, pretty fucking sure everyone's corrupt here, and I'm gonna have to, like... He's not really he's not a politician, he's just a saint, but at the same time, people would believe him over anyone else. You know what I mean? I wasn't able to get my revenge, but Saint Yune said he would vouch for my testimony. He'll be punished properly. He won't be able to wriggle out. And I want to go back and be a member of the Hounds and kick his fucking ass on a daily basis. It'll be great. My wishes come true. If they send me back to the depths now, then the only thing that upsets me is... Well, the only thing that still upset me was Sir Inez. I wonder if Sir Inez managed to accomplish his goal as well. I should have asked him what happened and what's going to happen before they arrested me. If I knew that, I could accept being exiled again, I think. Bird, it's fine, it's just ice in the freezer, Jesus. I wouldn't be feeling so restless and confused. It doesn't have to be long. I just want to see him. Get up! You're being summoned. Summoned? Summoned. I expected to be led to a conference room, but the man went in the opposite direction. What's going to happen now? Spacey. Sir Inez! And... Your Holiness, Saint Yune, I brought her. A good work. You may leave. Saint Yune is here too. What's going on? The police officer gave a salute and left without another glance at me. After the door was closed, Saint Yune gestured for me to approach. How are we gonna man it? We've been trying, and none of the other routes we ever found out. That's why the order, right? What happened with our family? Now we find out, and if we don't, even if we punish the Warners, right, and everything works out great, well, then we go to Yune's route, and then we're like, there's got to be some other part of the story that goes on. Or we don't punish them here, and then we get the punishment in Yune's route. Because it's kind of like, well, now we know who killed our parents, and we know all the mystery, and it's like, what is there left to find out in Yune's route? I guess shit that I forgot about. I don't know. Well, hello. Liking life in the cells. Any comforts you're lacking? Comforts? No, it's very comfortable. Thank you. I'm just kidding. Don't be so stiff and intimidated by me. And no need to repeat all those titles all the time. You too, Inez. What? I can't do that. Saint Yune, there's no other above you throughout the land. Merely talking to you is a great honor for me. He's fangirling and it's cute. Really now? Fine, I won't force you, but that doesn't sound comfortable to me. I don't know. Oh no, I've made Saint Yune angry. I need to set this right. I'm not angry. I'm not. Okay, enough about you, Inez. Anyway, I'm glad you look all right, Spacey. It looks like there were no assassination plots or major disturbances. Assassination plots? Yeah, it turns out the temple is actually a lot less peaceful than I thought. Saint Yune glanced at Sir Inez. Sir Inez gave a nod, turning to face me. It seems that my partner was looking for evidence of human trafficking at the time of his death. Human trafficking?! Well, technically, that could play into, like, Glissade getting his parts and stuff, but it's kind of like, how does that work here? People, I mean, I guess there's a lot of people. People just magically go missing? I mean, I guess, but... And there was a plot to have citizens arrested on trumped-up charges and exiled at the behest of a man in the depths. Okay, so this makes sense. Whose behest? Glissade's. What? Really? His? Yes, I was surprised as well, but it does seem to be the truth. He was arrested this morning during his convalescence in the temple. I see. Trumped-up charges. Wait. Does that include me? I mean, well, yours were fake charges, but they were kind of real. Just not for you. It appears to be so. The orchestrator here in the Heights was Warner Evans, the father of Fitzgerald, who killed your family. A powerful politician. I mean, we put all that together. Warner is practically family to me. I thought he was a loyal citizen. I had no idea he'd be scheming behind my back. I think I share some of the blame in this incident, even though I normally don't concern myself with governance. I'm sorry. Sir Inez and I were taken aback when Saint Yune bowed in apology. Okay, I know he's like the lolly boy, and I'm not like into that, but I still kind of love him a little. He's so sweet, and you're just like, oh, I just want to hug you. It's okay, sweetie. You're only 400. How do you need to know all this? I want to mom him, and he's like 400 years old. It's weird. But, please don't bow. Yes, you shouldn't bow, Saint Yune. It's so funny when stony-faced kids like you get flustered. It's also funny that he's calling him a kid, because I guess that's exactly why they made him look so young, because he's like 400, and you're like, and he's like kids, and you're like, looks like he's old enough to be your dad. I mean, according to Saint Yune, both Lord Warner and Lord Fitzgerald had been removed from their positions. They should be in the depths. The police officers who had been involved in the scheme were also going to be exiled to the depths in time. Inez, are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's Polisashin. I'm thinking of returning to the Hounds, rather than the police. He's like, that look on his face. He's like, because then I get to kick all their asses. And you're like, yeah, that's what I want to. Also, fuck this place. It's crazy. What? Why? The Hounds are in deep trouble, and they lost their commander and their vice commander. I asked him to return, and he agreed. I'm not forcing him, though. Sir Inez wants that too? Yes. I may not be perfect, but I know the most about the Hounds. I'll be their commander and reform the organization. I really hope we get to see him in the black uniform. It'll be sexy. I see. It'll be a lot of work, but if anyone can do it, it's you, Sir Inez. I hope so. It makes me uneasy to go alone. So, I want to ask you whether you would come with me. You want me to be a member of the Hounds as well? Yes. My perspective is too limited, and I'm afraid I might lose sight of what's important, just like Sashin did. And therefore, I want someone I trust to accompany me. Or what do you say? Sir Inez, someone he trusts. I'm happy he trusts me, but it hurts that all he sees me as is a trustworthy friend. Yes, I will go with you. I'll make you love me one day. That's what I'd be thinking if I was worried, but I'm not. And that's good. And that makes me feel a lot better. I was more nervous just now than I ever was in battle. And Yune's like, will you just kiss already? Because this is fucking weird. Yes, that was a little like a confession of love, wasn't it? See? He knows. He's like, they're like, what? And he's like, will you just fucking admit you're in love with each other and kiss already? Because this is fucking killing me. Saint Yune. Why are you reacting like that? Did you think I'd left the room or something? That's just rude. I'm sorry. I must have slighted you. How could I do this to a saint? Don't worry about it. Man, you are so stiff. You look young, but your soul is kind of old. It's funny. I really do love you. I love all the characters in this. They're all fucking great in their own way. Like, there's always that guy that you don't like. You're like, every single one of them has been great so far. I love them all for different reasons. Elcrete is still number one. Like, don't get me fucking wrong. He's number one and number two. Like, no one will ever take his place. But I actually really love all of them. And, like, I think the interactions between Elcrete and Ulrich are the best. And I still want that little throuple. I just need to be in that little world. That's my favorite. Like, just going and living there and dealing with them yelling at each other. But I really do like the way Yune is interacting with everybody. He's like, you're cute. Like, you're funny because you're old on the inside. Like, he's kind of fucking like, I don't know. And then, like, fucking Inez, they have the best interactions in the prisoner route because Adage and Inez didn't really have too much. They were both kind of like whatever to each other, just neutral. They didn't have a bantering, but like Yune seems to kind of poke at Inez a little and Inez freaks out and it's just kind of cute, like their interactions. Like, as like surface level as they are, it's fucking adorable. I'll be quite busy making changes to the government in the Heights, and so won't be able to contribute much to your task. But I'll always hear your complaints. Let me know if anything is wrong. Goodbye, you two. Good luck with the Sanctuary District and the people there. Roger that. Oh, right. I don't know whether I'm overstepping my bounds, but... Saint Yune, I have a request. Sure, let's hear it. Could you say a prayer for my parents, and for Sir Inez's old partner, and for Sash and Brandenburg? Spacey, are you sure about Sash? Yes, he was a cruel man. There's no denying that. But someone must remember him. And honestly, after seeing his story, I know she doesn't know his story, but we do, okay? And he was a cruel man, but he didn't start out that way. He actually started out kind of like soft and like just adorable. So he could have, like, he actually probably would have been like, if you met him up in the Heights before he got down there, he would have just been like, he would have been the fucking closet math nerd. He would have been sitting over there with his fucking, like, oh my, let me, I need to balance these spreadsheets. Like, he'd have been like, you're so cute. A little accounting nerd. Ruffle his hair. Don't mess up my hair. I'm busy counting. God, now he messed up and I gotta start over. Like, not really quite knowing how to people. And then all of a sudden he turned into, like, psychopath. Like, I really want his story now. I want it, like, I just want a whole game about him. Like, the alternate reality versions, everything, so. It may be that he was also simply fighting to protect what he believed in. Kinda, and in a psycho kind of way, yeah, alright. He would laugh at you and call you naive. And again, I think that was because he had a naivety in him, right? A little bit, and he's like, you're naive, like, whatever, because he doesn't want to, like, because we reminded him of Thea too, and like, you're naive if you think that we can just keep going like this, we need to change it. No, everything will be fine, like, he was a little gloomy, I think. He had a little doomsday in it, like, we won't, everything will explode! And he just went crazy, but I just would have loved to have seen, God, now I just really do want his route, and not just because part of me wants a little bit of the abuse, which is just fucking wrong. Like, look, I'm gonna need therapy. I'm gonna therapize myself for that, because that's, like, fucking weird, but, like, these games, right? But, like, seeing his backstory, yeah, I do love him a little bit more. You're like, you're still kind of an asshole, but, like, you're squishy on the inside. I like it. Anyway. Sure, I'll say a prayer. I'll include you two in it. And may your future be blessed. Happiness to you, young one. I will be watching from afar. That makes sexy times kind of creepy when you're like, Yuna's going to be watching us. Right? Weird. Inez and I went back to our lodgings and began to prepare for our return to the sanctuary district. We didn't bring much to begin with. All we have to do is collect our things and leave. Sir Inez, Oh, you're all done packing up. What am I going to do? I insulted St. Yune. Sir Inez? It was an important moment and an important question, but he was so close and I ignored him. Inexcusable. What a terrible insult of His Holiness. Sir Inez is taking this far too seriously. He'd said he wasn't a devout man, but that had clearly been a lie. Well, he can't stay like this. I took a deep breath, resolved to change his mood. Girl. Sir Inez! Yes, what is it? Has the enemy scaled the wall? No, there is no enemy. We need to get ready to leave. Oh, yes, you're right. We need to get ready. Has the enemy scaled the wall? We're not at war! He's like, what? You've been ready for 10 minutes. Please pull yourself together, Sir Inez. Yes, let's go. All right. In our after scene, we're gonna see him in the black uniform, I bet. We were in the lift that would take us back to the depths. It was clear that I shouldn't have worried about Sir Inez fretting over his perceived mistakes around St. Yune. He'd entirely regained his composure. We weren't saying much to one another, but the mood was calm and pleasant. Oh, right. I want to ask you something. Yes? He nodded. You agreed to follow me back to the sanctuary district and to the Hounds. Is that really your wish? Isn't it too late to be asking that? We're sitting in the lift. It's not going to turn back if I say no now. That's true. But I can fill out the paperwork to have you return if you wish. At any rate, I feel conflicted. I'm worried that I might have forced you to come with me. You're younger than I am, and I take hierarchies very seriously. I'm concerned that you may have agreed only because I'm older and outrank you. Sir Inez, it made me happy how kind and considerate he was, but how do you think of me? What do you mean exactly? It was a difficult question for me to answer. I don't think he has any idea what I'm hinting at. If I press the matter now, it might ruin whatever prospects I have. But I didn't want us to live our lives on separate tracks, parallel but never intertwined. Perhaps I was going to ruin everything, but I wanted to try anyway. I have to tell him. I have to tell him how I feel. Sir Inez, I'm going to say something very strange now. Very strange. Strange. Yes, I have no idea how you'll react to it. But it's going to make things more difficult for you as well. Very much so. And yet I want to say it anyway. Girl's got some stones. I would never be able to do this. I'll accept whatever comes of this. Please give me your honest answer. All right, I will. Sir Inez sat up straight and looked at me. I can actually picture that in my fucking head. I don't know what you're going to say. Oh, I don't know what you're going to say, but it appears to be serious. Please tell me. Okay. I took another deep breath and opened my mouth again. I love you, Sir Inez. Not as a mentor or a role model, but as a man. I love you. Shocked eyes. Spacey. I know that this must sound crazy to you. In the Heights, falling in love with someone other than the partner assigned to you is a crime. But I'm still in love with you. I want to be with you. Forever. I want to be with you. This is where you back, but and if that just means in the Hounds and you're my that's fine. That's cool. I'll live with it. I'll get over it. Just break my heart now and it'll be cool. I'm not sure what I should say now. You're young, a hard worker, and a beautiful woman. And that's what I know. I can't imagine why you would fall in love with an uncultured man like me. What is it you like? I admire your strength of character. Look, sometimes you just can't, you don't know why you're in love with someone. You just are. I joined the police because of you. You often helped me when I needed it. We spent time together, taught each other new things, and tried to reforge our past. And now we're here, together. I'm where I am because of you. And from now on, I want to support you as well. I see. Yes. Are you going to turn me down? She's like, are you going to turn me down? Because that would be rude. And he's like, I mean, turn you down. Well, and this hasn't happened to me before. I don't know what to say. All right. You were asking for an answer, I believe. Oh, you were asking for an answer, I believe. Very well. I probably feel the same as you. Probably? Yes. Frankly, I don't understand love very well. It hasn't meant anything to me until now. But you're special. That much I know. And being with you is never boring for me. And I find it soothing. It makes me happy. I suspect that this may be the feeling of love we've been taught to see as a crime. Therefore, I'm also in love with you, Spacey. Thank you, Sir Inez. I love that I just love the fact that he's like pushing 30 and is like, I don't know what fucking love is, but like, you make me happy, so I guess that's love, so alright, cool. These fucking nerds! Look, I make fun of this game for her not, like, understanding, like... You had no one to explain to you what love was, though, because love is a crime, so, like, you wouldn't know those feelings, you know what I mean? And it was, like, very matter of fact, and she is young, so she's never fallen in love before, but they've also... Even Inez, being as old as he is, he was never in love before. He was thrown down here. It was all about his job. He never... It's possible you could go through your whole life never being in love, especially if you're very, like, blinders on, focused on your job, focused on... Like, Inez was, like, focused on the mission of, like, doing my job, doing this, getting back to the Heights, finding out what... Like, woo, not paying attention to anything. Plus, like you're gonna be, like, prowling around in the depths looking for, like... a girlfriend? Like, you know what I mean? It just wasn't the right opportunity, and, like, love is banned, so of course you're still in that mentality from your whole entire life. You've been taught that it's wrong, so... But I just love it! Because you're like, you fucking nerds! You're like, I don't quite know, but you make me happy, and they hold hands, and it's like, ah! Look, the first time you hold hands with someone, it is that moment, you know, you're like, it doesn't even matter how old you are. You're like, yee! So I just fucking love it that they're both, like, so, like, they're, like, so clueless. It's so cute. All I did was tell you how I feel. And that's hardly enough for gratitude. What are we going to do now? I love you, and you love me. A mutual love, as they say. I know, that's, like, a rare occurrence in the Heights, huh? Is that enough for you? Is there something else you desire? The look on his face, is there something else you desire? And you're like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what comes after this. He's like, oh, I can show you. Like, I can show you the world. I bet. I don't know. What do people expect in such situations? Such situations. Wow. And that shows how young you still are. But look at how eager he looks, and that's disturbing. I was going to complain when he put his hand on my cheek. Kiss. She's like, what the fuck? Our lips touched. Yeah, that was the what the fuck. I wondered whether he was trying to eat me. No, he didn't bite me and it didn't hurt. Does she not? Like, she never saw her parents kiss? But it's hard to breathe. I pounded my fist against his chest and he drew away. Sir Inez, are you trying to suffocate me? Is that enough to make you upset? You're weaker than I thought. Pfft, I'm not weak! He narrowed his eyes and I pouted. What was that anyway? I don't know, honestly. What? They're both fucking idiots! I mean... Oh, God. I mean, I guess... I can almost understand in his, because he's like, look, I've been blinders on for my whole entire life, but like, you never saw your parents kiss each other? Like a little kiss on the cheek or something? Your parents never kissed you as a kid? Like, obviously not on the lips, because I know in some countries, like, that's normal, but like, it's still a little fucking weird here, okay? Like, that's weird. But like, you never like a little kiss on the head, a kiss on the cheek, you know? Parents never gave you a kiss as a kid, so you don't know. I mean, I guess if your parents weren't into each other and it was like, oh, okay, we gotta have kids, I just gotta lay here and take it. But like, they never nothing? You never saw anybody kiss? It's fucking weird, man. The Heights is a fucked up society. Jesus. I've been told it's a signal of courtship. Told? Who told you that? He put his lips on mine again, and I felt even more confused. And yet every other person... Well, Elkreed. But, like, everyone else knew what kissing was. But I guess it's because Elkreed and Ulrich were always around things like that. So that would be like somebody literally coming to... We're the Elkreed and the Ulrich. We're like the you don't know what the fuck a kiss... Are you stupid? Where the fuck did you... Are you an alien? What planet did you come from? You know? But Adage totally was like, you know... Are you... Like... But then again, that's because he read porn books. He read, like, banned books. So he's been naughty his whole life. And now we're finally with somebody who's just as fucking dumb as we are. Oh my god. This is kind of actually cute. I kind of find it hilarious, but... perhaps it's only so uncomfortable because we're keeping our mouths closed. And we need to keep them open to breathe. I love the fact that they're both trying to figure out how to kiss. Fucking nerds. How do I... I'm like, so... Good girl. How is he talking while you're kissing? That's weird. And now he's using the opportunity to... I was leaning against his chest. Right. Because I was thinking breathing and I was leaning against his chest, breathing heavily. I swear to God, I'm having a mouth seizure. I can't speak today. Why are you already out of breath? He wrapped his arms around me. I could feel the strength of his muscles, but not uncomfortably. It was a reassuring embrace. His heart is beating so fast. Yeah, because he didn't know how to kiss either. I had my ears against his chest, so the beating was easily audible. This is so soothing. I feel like my father is holding me. I see. You're comparing me to your father again. Are you looking for a father's love? What do you mean? Do you want me to be a replacement for your father? Girl has some weird fucking issues. No, not at all. You're you, Sir Inez. Nobody else. Thank you for accepting me. She just ruined this whole entire thing with that. Look at my dad! You want to make out with your dad? Girl, you got some fucking issues. What was his name? Keith? Our dad, Keith? Likewise. And don't worry. I'll teach you anything you don't know. Coming from someone who doesn't know what a kiss is, I don't think you're going to be really good at teaching us anything, so we're going to have to call Elkreed. Elkreed, teach us about... Or, you know, let's call Adage, better yet. Adage, describe to us those books that you read. Spacey, I'm very grateful that you fell in love with me. My sword is devoted to my country, but this feeling of love will be yours and only yours. Forever. Aw. Beautiful. Now we're back in the depths. We arrived in the depths at sundown. We're going to finish this part in this, so if it goes over, it goes over. By the time we reached the headquarters, it had grown dark. It looked so ominous when I came here for the first time as a police officer. But times change us, and now it looked welcoming. Oh, Vice Commander! He's the commander now, idiot! A lot of men from the Hounds had gathered in front of the building. They were talking amongst themselves, apparently already aware that Sir Inez was their commander now. Are we going to run into Finn, or is they still going to just, like, forget that he exists? I'm glad you all came to welcome me back, and this is a good opportunity. I have something to say. Everyone present went quiet. He looked around the gathered men and spoke again. Please don't announce our love. It's going to be fucking weird. Thank you for keeping operations running during my absence. Well done. You've already been notified, but I'll say it anyway. My name is Inez Heinrich Hein. From now on, I'll be the commander of the Hounds. My predecessor, Sashin Brandenburg, was a skilled administrator, but somewhat lacking in popularity. Under his influence, we lost our humanity and severely mistreated the criminals here, and that was unethical. I'll not tell you to be friendly with those who have committed crimes in the past. All I ask is that you remember that they're human and try to survive as well. And trying to survive as well. Makes more sense. Our positions may be different now, but we come from the same homeland, and now we live here together. Life here is still harsh. We need to support each other. Our job isn't tyranny, but maintaining the peace and basic living conditions. Don't forget that. The assembled men nodded vigorously at his words. Good. Now then, I need to introduce a new member. I think many of you remember her. She'll be my aide. Her name is Spacey. What? Someone had called out. Everyone else flinched. I'm guessing it's Finn. What? Really? Is that true? Did I hear that? I need to find out. Hey, let me through. Come on. Someone was squeezing his way to the front of the crowd, but then he stumbled and went sprawling to the ground. I remembered him. You act like I remember you? It's like, hasn't been that long. It's not even been a year, girl. Finn, it's you. Oh, Spacey. He's really, I finally found you and we can be in love now. Oh, yeah, about that. Kind of fucking the commander or something. Finn grinned at me, arms hanging down at his sides. I'm glad they didn't forget that he existed, though. He was crying. Finn, don't cry now. And what's... Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy. I wanted to see you so badly. Hey, was he always like that? No, he was scary as fuck. Maybe he ate the wrong mushroom. No, he was scary as fuck. I like that they didn't forget that happened either. Oh, that's great. Finn's behavior was causing a commotion. There's so much I want to say now, but... Stand up, Finn. Sitting on the ground like that is unseemly. Yes, it's really you. I'm not imagining it. Of course not. I'm sorry I didn't realize you were here in the sanctuary district with me. It can't have been easy for you. I'm sorry. No, don't pout. It's my fault. I didn't look for you hard enough. Really, don't worry about it. Things have changed, but I look forward to working with you again. Yes, I do as well. We'll be working together again. You'll be needed, Finn. Gladly. Oh, before I forget. Huh? Here, I wanted to give this to you. I killed the man who took it from you. And a lot of other people. That must be your pendant. Yes. Commander, you know of it? Finn's like, how do you know? Finn's like, Commander, you know of it? Yes, but it would take too long to explain. Why do you have it? I didn't give it to you at the supply station. I convinced the man who had it to give it to me. I wanted to give it to you eventually. I like how he's just like, I convinced. They're like, I heard he actually fucking stabbed the guy in the throat. I see. Thank you, Finn. All the other hounds are like, didn't he fucking get... Just shut up. Just, you never know when he's gonna get... He got a little too much Sashin in him. I mean, Sashin is dead, but his spirit lives on in Finn. You're welcome. You two were partners when you were still in the police, right? I was quite close to my old partner as well. Actually, I think you two look even closer. You seem to truly trust each other. Of course. Finn is my masterpiece. Your masterpiece? That's too much. Finn's like a brother to me! Finn dies on the inside. Really? Then you'll have to work harder so that I can tell everyone that you are. Everyone in the house is like, which part of him do you think? Was it the nice part of him or the scary part? I think the scary part was Saj, and they're like really confused now, and they're like, look out for her, because I don't know. Finn's crazy. Okay, I'll do my best. Oh no, I mumbled. I'll do my best. What are you doing? Damn, Finn, you don't change, do you? Holds hands with Inez. The men laughed. Poor Finn has no clue. The people who lived in the sanctuary district must have been amazed by the uncommon sight. Let's hope that this isn't a one-time occurrence. The people here will laugh again. I prayed that their lives would be happier now. I prayed that they wouldn't have to stare down a bleak future of trying to survive, but instead see hope and the chance for happiness. And together with my comrades and Sir Inez, I was going to make that happen. Okay, so now we should get a little after scene. So this is perfect timing, but a few weeks later, now we're getting married. Or we get to see, please God. The Hounds had been reborn under Sir Inez as commander. Wow, I was reading it as Sir Inez's command. That's not what it said. Changes to the structure hadn't been without opposition. Evans and his son had arrived in the sanctuary district together, with numerous other delegates and former officers. That had caused temporary disturbance as well. Can I beat them, Inez? No, we treat them nicely. But come on! He killed my parents! Smacks him behind him like, you tell Inez I'll fucking kill you. I'll send Finn to kill you. Finn's my masterpiece, remember? We just turned into Sasha, but again, not opposed to it. We would never kill an innocent child like Merlot for bumping into us. But torturing Warner Evans and Fitzgerald Evans, I'm just saying, I'm okay with that. The people in the Sanctuary District were being treated differently now. No more poisoning their food. Sir Inez and I had decided to live in the district instead of the Hounds building in order to gain a better perspective of their lives. I requested that we live in Rylet's old home. Thankfully, there hadn't been a new occupant already. Nothing had changed since my departure. It was still dangerous outside and conflict was still ongoing, but the city had markedly improved already. It's kind of cute that you're living in this house instead of the barracks where you should be living, but okay. We were moving again instead of treading water, facing a brighter future, also taking a home away from people in the Sanctuary District, might I add. So you think it's cute? You're like, oh, that's cute. Oh, well, but wait a minute. And I understand them living there because it's kind of like, oh, you're living here. That's nice. Because it is kind of good. You're in the middle of things. You're showing the people you're one of that. Like, you know, we're here for you. We're not just special and we live in a special building. But at the same time, there are people in the Sanctuary District who don't have a home, and now you're taking away a home from them. I mean, so, We were moving again instead of treading water, facing a brighter future. We could be happy about that. I'm home. He's back. CG? Oh! Oh dear! She like in his lap. Girl. Welcome back, Sir Inez. Sir. Well, just Inez. Good. You can do it. Then again, you know, maybe calling you husband like the lady next door wouldn't be so bad. Cute. Huh. No, that would feel weird for me. We have the afternoon off. Let's go to the market. I'll cook something tonight. All right, I look forward to that. But don't forget to eat my lunch. Is it omelet? Yes, it is. Made with love. And then I'll have to eat all there is. And the stomach can never have enough love. That's very greedy of you. It only applies to you, and not just to food either. Oh, well, hi. That look on his face. He wants something else for dinner. Maybe some dessert on the side. I don't know. Don't make me read that, though. I was convinced that someone like me would never love or be loved. But it looks like I was wrong. I just didn't pay enough attention to see the one who wanted me. Sir Inez... Oh. Drop the sir. We talked about that. Huh. Sir Inez smiled and kissed me. Not like our kiss in the lift, which was awkward and stupid because you idiots didn't know how to do it. You know, you had attitude there. Like, come on, fucking kiss her like you mean it. God, you idiots. We had to get lessons from him. Oh, you knocked your bear over. I'll have to get it later, buddy. Now I knew what I was doing. Now he knows what he's doing. The sir just slipped out, but I wanted to get him off his high horse, so I looked up, smiled, and said, I just got that wrong so you would kiss me. That startled him a little and he laughed. I see. A challenge. Well, a man must rise to it, mustn't he? Oh, that sounds like innuendo. But first, the omelet. Oh, man. Tease. No battles are won on an empty stomach. What kind of sex do you people have that it's a you know what? I don't want to know. All right, then. I hugged him and we went into the kitchen. We were living a simple life compared to the one I'd had in the Heights, but I was happy. I don't need all those luxuries. All I need is the one I love. I'll make something really nice. Just wait over there, Inez. I was very happy. The real end. Oh, beautiful. Now we like married. Oh, we're missing a couple of... Well, yeah, from different endings. But I always thought they were more at the end, but I guess not. Here's us teaching him. Aw. Oh, wait, we can't just skip through? Oh, next. Whoops. I forgot how the fucking photos on him sleeping. I'm sorry, I love this one because we get to see Sasha in it. I do. And the funniest thing is like, Inez doesn't look bad in this either. He's kind of sexy. But then there's Sasha, who just seems to be, like, almost center. Like, my eye goes to Sasha, not Inez. Would this be the wrong one to leave as the last one? Probably not. Oh, wait, Inez wasn't wearing the black uniform even when he came home. He's the commander now. He's supposed to be wearing that. They should have changed his sprite, but he wasn't. Hey, hi. Why are you screaming? Shush. Hey. Shush means don't scream like a dick. Being a jerk. I know your teddy's on the ground, but I can't pick him up now. Wait a minute. The awkward kiss. God, bird. Being a dickhole. That one's actually cute, too. Don't get me wrong. That one is adorable, and I love it. But, like, I love the Sasha one. And these were actually ones from Adage's route. I love this one, so, like, hide. So we're gonna end on this one. And, yeah, we'll start doing his other endings in the next part. It'll probably take a part or two, like the other ones. But we'll find out. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.